A new transportation plan for the district is calling for establishing tolls at key entry points into the city. One of those entry points is the 14th Street Bridge. That's where Fox 5's John Henrehan is. John, I don't see how this could be a good idea. I know what they're trying to do, though, but the traffic's already bad trying to get into town on the 14th Street Bridge.
Yeah, we're not talking about establishing toll booths on the edge of the bridge. The tolls would be collected electronically through the Easy Pass in your car, and if you don't have an Easy Pass, they would snap your license plate and send you a bill in the mail. The reason that tolls are on the table is because of projected future traffic nightmares. When it comes to traffic and transit, DC has its advantages and challenges. The biggest challenge is volume. On workdays, DC's population swells by an amazing 79%. The subsequent congestion has already pushed more than 38% of commuters to use public transportation. Metro Rail is now the second busiest subway system in the country, and Metro Bus and other regional carriers convey another 500,000 people a day. Almost 12% of us in DC walk to work, and bicycle use has climbed to over 3% of DC workers. That's the good news. Here's the bad news. DC is still booming. Regional planners estimate between now and the year 2040, the city's population will increase by 28%, and the number of jobs in DC will grow by 40%. To cope with the predicted increase in congestion, a new long-range transportation plan offers a series of recommendations. A new loop for Metro in the downtown core. Make sure there are sidewalks everywhere to encourage more walking. Install 200 miles worth of bicycle lanes in the city. And perhaps the most controversial suggestion of all, reduce vehicles by installing toll lanes at key entry points of the city. Electronic tolls would likely be collected around the 14th Street Bridge, the TR Bridge, that's I-66, inbound New York Avenue, and inbound Canal Road. Carpoolers would likely be exempt from the tolls. Most people we spoke with oppose tolls for entering D.C.
We ought to be able to come into the nation's capital without having to pay a toll.
No, we pay enough and everything else to come down here to pay a toll to come down. I don't go with that at all.
We did find some people who favor vehicle tolls as a traffic reduction strategy. Bicycle commuter Sean Gray.
Yeah, I don't mind it very much at all. I guess it seems fine to me.
And Arlington resident Alicia Dunn.
Well, I would support tolls coming in because we all commute in. I'm no more special than anybody else living in the suburbs who chooses to work in the city, and I think that's the cost of doing business.
Now, Tony, tolls coming into D.C. is not a done deal. This is a proposal. In fact, D.C. is soliciting your opinion, whether you live in D.C. or the suburbs. The report is online, and there's a little place for you to mark a survey to tell them what you think about this idea of tolls getting into D.C. to reduce vehicle traffic. We will post that website on our website, myfoxdc.com.
Okay, and John, just to make sure I do understand correctly, because when you hear about it, you think, they just want more money, and don't people who come into the city to work spend money, on food and whatever else it is they spend money on, but it's also about traffic reduction.
Exactly. At the morning meeting, we all thought, oh, this is another way to raise revenue. When I read the report, they say their goal is to reduce the people coming in cars and get them on Metro Rail, Metro Bus, and future, perhaps bigger trolley system, although that's under debate too.
True, that might be going away. All right, John Henrehan, thank you very much. We appreciate it.